Hello and happy Valentine's Day from the Self Love Medium. I wanted to drop in today and give a message. I hope that you all are treating yourselves to as much self love as possible. Today, if whether or not you have a Valentine, I hope that you are still treating yourself really, really well, giving yourself what you need and making the time to take care of yourself. So in addition, I posted this in some stories on my Facebook and Instagram. But this week, I took myself on a self-love getaway overnight at a hot springs in Washington, and it was lovely. So relaxing, incredibly needed, especially as a mom to a 6-year-old with fibromyalgia. For many, many years, I have been stuck at home, and I had the option to go take myself on getaways, but I didn't take it. I didn't do it. And there are many reasons why I didn't. And I'll go on those another time. But now that I'm in my self-love era and I'm finally figuring out how to take care of myself first, and that the best way I'm going to show up for my family and for my daughter is to take those necessary steps. And I'm worth it. We are all worth it. You are worth it. So it was lovely, and I slept for 13 hours, and it was really, really good. And then I treated myself the next day to this lymphatic draining massage type thing. It wasn't really massage, but where my massage therapist used these kind of little suction cups over the whole body to help drain the lymph. And after being really sick for a few weeks and the winter feeling puffy and heavy and just needing to really clear out the lymph nodes, which are responsible for our immune system and can build up so much in our bodies. I've been also working on doing some little bits of lymph massage along the jaw and the neck. That my friend Lauren has taught me. And so that's been really helping. I was warned that there would be some detox symptoms possible, especially because I've just gone off of 3 different medications that were pretty strong and heavy duty. And over the last 6 weeks, I've been able to go off of those. But thankfully, I did not feel that terrible. I was pretty tired and maybe had a little bit of a headache, but it didn't last that long at all. And overall, I felt really good. So I'm really glad I did that. Feel like I'm getting ready for spring is coming. The light is returning. We're almost to the Chinese New Year, the year of the fire horse, and things are starting to ramp up. The energy is increasing, and I have definitely shed a huge amount of old patterns and systems, beliefs that no longer serve me. And it's been really intense and hard, very, very hard. And now I am ready for it to get easy. And I am putting it out there to source and the universe and the quantum field, whatever you believe in, to help show me how easy it can be. And the more I do that, the more I find it does become easier. The support shows up. And I definitely feel a lot lighter and softer and ready for all the next steps. And so I'll do a little card reading, but first I also want to talk about the self-love event that I was a reader for last night in Portland, Oregon, and it was so fun. I ended up, I follow an artist I really love. I'll link her as well. And I've been following her on Facebook. A story popped up a little over a week ago that she was looking for vendors in Portland. And so I messaged her and she's like, that's perfect. Let's do it. I love it. I said, and when she told me it was a self-love event, I said, that's perfect. I'm the self-love medium. And so it was definitely meant to be in the cards, and that was really fun. So I was really nervous yesterday before going, especially since I was sick and had a lot of other things going on the last few weeks. I, other than a couple of videos pulling a card, I haven't done any readings or practice. And so I was really nervous about getting back into it. And the first couple hours were slow. It was in this cutest Victorian bar restaurant, Victorian house converted into a bar restaurant called the Foxtrot in Portland. And it was just this adorable location. It was outdoors and it was raining, so it was a little chilly. Thankfully, I'm in menopause now, so I'm warm all the time, so it wasn't too bad. And I had a nice heat lamp right above me at my table. And I had my little setup. And so I didn't really have anybody the first couple hours, which was fine. I was able to eat my dinner and have some tea and enjoy. There was some music, DJs, and a couple singers, and meet some of the other people there vending. And then it started picking up. People started coming in around 7 o'clock. And so I had a little mini reading for somebody. And then a couple came and wanted to do a reading together. So we did a 20-minute reading together for them. And some things came through from the spirits of their deceased loved ones. And one of them didn't even know if their loved one was passed, because it was on a family member's side who had kept that side of the family completely hidden for multiple reasons of trauma. And so I'm really curious to find out if they ever discover, the accuracy of what came through. But anyway, they were very appreciative, and it felt like it resonated. So that is always, it gives me a little bit of an ego boost. But I also, my mission is really that I want to help people connect and to get the messages that they need at that time, and that will help them for whatever they're going through in their lives. And so then the end of the night, I'm packing up and a guy came. He was very enthusiastic, begged me to stay for a 20-minute reading. And so I did. And it was great. He was fantastic, so supportive. Even though I wasn't getting the names right of his loved one, which I normally don't do names. And my teacher even said, don't try and do names because they're just really hard for some reason. But he was very sweet, and he was like, well, that's close. So, but anyway, but the other information that came through, really helped him with what he was going through. And so he ended up, we went a little over 20 minutes. He was telling me a lot about his story, and I wanted him to share. And, he said, don't worry, I'll pay you extra overtime. And when I looked at the payment he left, it was $100 for a $22 reading. And so I was very appreciative of his generosity. That was really great. And it made my night. Yeah, it was a fun night. And it was definitely gave me my confidence back. And I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So I hope that if you're ready for a reading with me, my information is gonna be linked. And I'm gonna do a little collective card reading right now. I'm gonna spray, instead of lighting my cedar wand, I'm gonna spray some of this lovely Nimue Cleansing Waters Aura Mist from the amazing Lauren Merrill and her House of Leo line, which I'll also link. I'm obsessed, as I've said before in my previous video, I'm obsessed with her and her products. They're all so good. I use her facial oil. There's a scent for sleep and relaxation called Hypnos that I use at night when I go to sleep, or if I just am feeling anxious and need just that little relaxation at any time during the day. Oh, another thing, I treated myself too. I've got myself some press-on nails that I'm really excited about because my nails never grow and they're really hard to grow out, and I love having long nails sometimes. It's really fun for me. So that's another thing I treated myself to. All right. Oh, and rose syrup. I've got this amazing rose syrup that I just got recently. Pure rose, and I add it to my tea or to a cacao drink, and it is so incredibly soothing for the nervous system. It's good for digestion and immunity. I've been obsessed with roses since I was little, and since I found out I have a past life as part of the rose line, the Order of the Rose, the Mary Magdalene Rose order, and so it makes sense, as well as my daughter's middle name, Rose, being named after her great-grandmother and great-great-grandmother, Rosemary. Both of them are Rosemary. And so, yes, I constantly surround myself with the scent of roses, roses on jewelry, those kind of things. Anyway, all right, so let's get to the card. I already pulled a card for the collective. And what came through is soul fractals. I am not broken. I am whole and safe. And I love the light that's coming through here. There's kind of like bits of broken sections around. There's kind of some darker blues and purple colors, and then the bright light shining through in the middle. And I think a lot of us have been feeling this over probably the last year, especially. It's been a really intense, tough year and a time for really intense growth. And it's been easy to feel like we're broken. What is wrong with me? Why can't I get this together? There's so much going on in the world right now, in our country, if you're in America especially, that is intentionally trying to break us. And we are not broken. I love this message. We are whole and we are safe. And it may take certain practices to help us to get to that point of feeling that way. The most important is really regulating our nervous systems. And that's something that I've learned the hard way from having a really, really, really sensitive nervous system my whole life, and not understanding that, not knowing how to manage it, and doing things that I thought were managing it that really ended up making it worse. And so the more that I do things like adding some rose syrup to an herbal tea, or using the essential oils like in the Hypnos from House of Leo. You can even just use some lavender. If you don't like lavender, there's other scents that are very relaxing and calming to the nervous system. And there's so many different practices and ways to find nervous system regulation. The vagus nerve is a big one. Sometimes just massaging along your neck here, making some humming sounds deep in your throat. Ooh, is one that is helpful. That's something else I've been doing, is some breath work combined with the different sounds and humming, and that's been helpful for me. Also, disconnecting from the noise, disconnecting from the constant scrolling, and feeling like we need to be informed of every detail of what's happening. And as important as it is to be informed, and we definitely want to be helping the victims of, I would say, both the Epstein files and what's going on with ICE and their brutality towards especially people of color, that we can do that in a way where we can help them without hurting ourselves, without bringing ourselves down to the point where we can't be helpful to anybody. So I'm going to end that there, and I'll talk a little bit more about ways we can do that. But the one way that I found really, really helpful is to limit how much I'm on social media. And this is something I learned from my teacher the other day. She is, our business, what we're doing is on social media. So we have to be putting our posts and stories out there and getting people aware of what we're doing and how we can help them. But then we don't have to sit on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and go through all of the videos and stories, especially the ones that are just fear blasting and targeted to break us down, keep us broken. And so that's something that I found really helpful. And I hope that it helps you, and it's something that you can do for yourself. So again, I'll post the link, how you can reach me for a reading. I'm offering a 20% discount, Self-Love 20, if you're interested. And I will talk to you soon. Love you all.